Finest wares, quality goods.
Careful. It's not safe here.
What are you doing here, Goodman?
What does it look like? I'm handing out wine from my vineyard.
You're giving it away for free?
My vineyard is new, and the folks in this town are damn stubborn. So I figured I'd pour a cask or two into them, and maybe they'd get a taste for it. What about your good self? Would you like to try it?
Free wine? I'd be a fool to say no to that.
My thoughts exactly, Goodman. Here you are, to your health. I'm curious what you'll think of it.
Are you sure that's wine you poured me? This tastes like... Well, how should I say it?
Forgive me, Goodman, but say no more. In vino veritas, and the truth in my wine is that I'm a fool, an idiot whose wife is cuckolding him, whose children can't stand him, and even the dog pisses in his boots every morning. And my wine tastes like dog piss as well. I never should have bought that damned vineyard. If it wasn't for those fucking monks selling their wine everywhere they can, I might have a chance. Not like this.
Is there anything I could do to help you?
With the dog pissing in my boots? Well, I'm not sure. I tried sticking his snout in it, putting pepper in my boots, and nothing worked. Piss in my boots again the next morning.
I meant your business troubles.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe you could. If you're not from around here, that is.
No, I'm not.
Allow me to introduce myself. Caspar Rudolph, vineyard owner and a not very successful wine seller.
I'm Henry.
Maybe you could help me, Henry. I'm looking for someone who's not well known in Kuttenberg. Someone who can pretend to be someone else, if you know what I mean.
Sure, why not? If all you need is someone folk won't recognize.
The monks in Setlet's monastery make excellent wine. They call it the monastery secret. People can't get enough of it, and I can't figure out what their secret is. But I intend to find out.
Right, I understand what you want from me. But if it's a secret, it won't be easy.
No, it won't. But don't worry, I have a plan. The custodian of the monastery vineyard has a relative in town, an innkeeper called Havel. And this Havel is a real know-it-all when it comes to wine. He really likes to boast about it. If you were to pose as a sommelier who's just come back from abroad, I'm sure he'd be happy to talk to you, and maybe he'll reveal something.
You want me to be smellier? I don't see how that could make a good impression on him.
Not smellier, sommelier. It's a wine expert. Just act intelligent and use some foreign words. It'll be easy. I have some books about wine at home. Maybe you could read through them. You do know how to read, right? Havel's a bit thick anyway, so it won't be hard to impress him.
The book might come in handy. Can I borrow it?
When I said I have it, that wasn't, entirely accurate.
What's the truth then?
The book belongs to me, but I lent it to someone and she hasn't given it back yet. Miss Adleta Manlica should have it. I lent it to her during our, let's call it our friendship, which has come to an end.
Didn't you say you're married?
What has that to do with anything?
Oh, I'm sure your wife wouldn't mind if you asked an old girlfriend to return a book you lent her.
Oh dear. Adleta used to have rather more friends than might be expected of a respectable young woman. But her family's patience ran out, so they arranged her marriage and put an end to her dalliances. Since then, Adleta has been confined to her room and guarded like the crown jewels.
And you want me to break in?
Well, yes. Master Swordsmith Mannlicher has a house in Lethlilskar Street. Adleta is either locked in her room or walks in the gardens behind the Italian court, where she is guarded by her brother. The Mannlichers don't want any more problems.
It doesn't matter. I'll find a way to get the book back.
Great! Any more questions?
Do you have any idea what this secret might be?
They're monks, so it could be anything. Maybe they put the crushed up bones of saints in it, or they sing hymns to the wine. How should I know?
Do you really think Havel would just tell me the secret? You don't even know if he actually knows it. Or it might just be a rumor.
Havel really is a bit thick. Either the monks have a secret and Havel will tell you, or there's no secret and Havel will confirm it.
I'll get right on it then.
Excellent. And don't forget, making an impression is the main thing. You look like you can handle it. Good luck. God be with you, good sir.
Apparently the city council is organizing
Was willst du?
Show me your wares. Let's talk about the price.
Was soll's? Warum nicht? Ja, das ist gut. Finally, a good price. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft.
I didn't say I wouldn't contribute, but I'm not giving them a single grosh until I see cut stones, lime, scaffolding, and 20 men working their asses off.
See you next time. Take care.
Farewell, friend. A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city. God!
Quick!
Yes?
Stretching those limbs and getting some light exercise. Shall we spar? I know you. We've met before.
Oh yeah, Hornet. That's not a name you forget in a hurry.
You're not wrong there. But your name seems to have slipped my mind.
Henry,
Oh, that's right. Exactly.
how have you been?
Did a brisk bit of business, I can tell you. I stuffed my purse to bursting.
Sounds to me like you might have stolen something.
Watch what you're saying. I'd never do that.
I was just teasing.
I've been known to take on shady work, true enough, but never any thievery. So, fancy a fight?
What was this great job you had?
I wound up in Grund, earning silver as a caravan guard. At first, me and a couple of others were driving wagons. But then they figured they were short of guards. They said it wasn't safe in the area, and that every extra hand they could muster would come in handy. The perfect job for me, as long as they pay, right? So I did a couple of runs, a bit of loading, and made a nice pile of coin.
And that's how you could afford all this gear?
Exactly. I thought I might try my luck at the tournament in Kuttenberg. What do you reckon?
Always worth a shot. You're not exactly a pushover.
That I am not. We'll see then. We'll see.
What are the rules?
I have two. One, always put some money down. Two, don't get killed.
Pretty simple.
Exactly. Take a sword, a mace, whatever you fancy. But no bows or any of that shit.
A shield?
Yeah, sure. Just a fight close up. We stop when one of us is ready to drop.
All right. Let's do it.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What are we fighting for?
I have a proposition. If you win, you take the money. If I win, you teach me some of your skills.
I recently took a man down with one punch to the mouth. If you win, I'll tell you how I did it.
That's my wager.
Ha! I can't wait to win.
That was a good fight.
Good. Very good. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time. I promised you that punch in the mouth, didn't I?
No, you promised to teach me how to give a good punch in the mouth.
All right, all right. In a fight, don't aim for the chin, aim for the jaw. More towards the ear. When you land a punch there, it works wonders on people. Most times, the wonder is how they drop like a rag doll.
That sounds good. Thanks.
I'm at your service.
Netter Wow. Lieber Hund.
Ka! Quick! Quick! Da! Quick!
Surely, there's a reasonable explanation for this. My God! Why are you all covered in blood? What do you want? Till we meet again?
What happened here?
Something killed the villagers' cattle.
You think it was wolves?
That's what I think. But some of the locals got it into their heads that demons or some other hellish beasts are to blame. Just so you're aware, there's an abandoned mine not far from here where miners supposedly dug so deep they struck a gate to hell.
Wait, you mean a real gate to hell? Like fire and brimstone? A stench?
The locals believe it. In fact, they even started the custom of bringing offerings in hopes of pacifying hell and keeping the devils below ground.
Did it work?
How could it possibly work? The whole lot of it's a fabrication. And what makes it even more tragic is that it was the former priest, Father Richard's notion. Can you believe it? A priest coming up with such heresy. I simply won't allow it.
So you forbade the offerings, and immediately after the cattle were slaughtered. What if demons really did do it? Out of revenge?
Or maybe it was wolves. Or anyone who just wanted to make it look that way. I want to uncover the truth. And you can help me. The locals are too frightened to go searching on their own. And I'm willing to pay you.
Is there really a pit to hell in the mine? What does it look like?
It's just a normal mine gallery. At least it was, until a cave-in happened a few years back. Sadly, a lot of local miners died that day. The mine was closed immediately after. Some say it was because of the cave-in, others because the vein ran dry. But the locals are convinced it's because a gate to hell opened there. Just a lot of gossip.
Tell me about yourself. You're pretty young to be a priest.
I am. And that's my stumbling block. I studied theology in Prague, and even so, the locals won't take me seriously. So I only come here to preach. Otherwise, I live in my parish in Sedlitz.
What about the priest before you? He's not around anymore?
No, he's not. Old Father Richard passed on, and now I serve here in his place. I pray that the good Lord welcomed him to his bosom, despite all the heresy he committed here.
How can I help you?
I can only think of one way, and that's to go directly to the mine and uncover the truth behind these stories.
You want me to go to the pit of hell?
Don't tell me you put stock in those old wives' tales. But because the locals do, you'll have to go to the mine the same way they did, with a bit of food as an offering. You'll place it there, just as they did, and wait for something to happen. Meanwhile, I'll go to the nearby tavern, find a few brave fellows, and we'll scour the area. Then, we'll all meet up by the mine. What do you say?
Sounds like a job for me.
Here, take some food as an offering. And when no devils show up, you can eat it yourself. I'll go and gather the men, and as soon as we're all ready, we'll meet you at the mine.
And where can I find this mine?
You go west from the village, past the old mine buildings, until you reach one that's collapsed. The mine entrance is next to it. God be with you. Till we meet again.
God! Oh. God! Quick! God! Dick!
Kurva, how did you find it? It doesn't matter. You're not leaving this place alive. Fuck you! I'll sort you out next. Kurva! I'm wounded!
Bloody hell. Damnation.
You fucked up now, arsehole. Attack! Come and help us! I've been waiting for you. I'll have him!
You won't get me. I'm all yours. Ha! Ha! Come on, then. Ha! Come on, then! Wanker! Fuck me!
I can't get a shot in! Take that! I'll rip your ass!
You want to try me? Bleeding, are you?
Show your stuff! You want to try me? Show what you're made of! Hey! Get him!
Come on, then! Oh, Jesus Christ! Fuck you! You want to try me? Come here! Here you go. Take it. Here, Mutt. Ugh. It really does smell like hell here. Might there be some truth to the stories? Oh, Jesus. What a diabolical stink. Ugh. All right then. Let's see if we can't lure the devil out. Where did all my things go? Jeez. What the fuck is going on here? What's this? Did the knight write this? Looks like some kind of contract. Must be important if he locked it away. The knight's been guarding this place against demons. It's written here that someone is supposed to come and take his place. But who?
Who goes there? I am the shield of gods, demon. I am Taras. terribilis Deus, the sanctuary of sido. You'll find it. You find it. Kill it.
More entries. Also written by the knight? Even more entries. Taras Mura. What in God's name happened here? Shit. There's no way through. corpses. This is where the mining accident must have happened. And that stink! Could there really be a gateway to hell here? Ah, everything's here. All right. More journal entries.
Henry, what happened down there?
I know this will sound strange, but a deranged knight lives down in the mine. He almost killed me, but I managed to get away. They were bringing the supplies to him, not to demons.
I told you that there would be an explanation from our world. No demons or devils.
And what if the knight himself came from hell?
Even you don't believe that. He's just an ordinary looter and parasite.
Quiet! Do you hear that?
Lord have mercy.
That's the hellish beast! It's him!
Ready yourselves, men. Henry, you too.
Shadows and flames! You brought friends, did you, Hellspawn? It matters not. I'll take you all on!
No! You've got it all wrong. I went into the mine as we agreed, and it's there that I ran into Sir Taras here. Sir Taras signed a contract with Father Richard. He was meant to guard the gateway to hell and receive regular supplies from the locals in return. When I first met him, I thought he was some kind of hellspawn. And he wanted to kill me, so I fled. I've got the contract here. See for yourself.
A contract? Well, I was sure all of this was mere heathen idolatry.
Father Richard never said nothing about a contract to no one. All he said was to provide food to keep the pit of hell quiet.
Maybe Father Richard fears you wouldn't listen otherwise. None of this, however, rights the wrongs committed by Sir Taras. Or are you looking to pardon him for slaying the cattle?
I have no need for pardons from you. I've spent years in the dark protecting you, ingrates. Meanwhile, you lot broke the promise and forgot about me. You'll pay for that!
Everyone calm down. The only crime committed here is ignorance. Apart from Father Richard and Sir Taras, no one knew of the contract. And when Father Richard died, Sir Taras was left on his own with his oath. He was kept alive by nothing but superstition and the offerings you brought to pacify hell. And when the offerings stopped, Sir Taras thought you betrayed him. And so he sought his revenge.
I had no idea.
Like I said, only ignorance is to blame. But now everything has been explained. So there's no reason to seek revenge or continue your investigation.
I won't settle for that. Fall to your knees and beg for forgiveness! I want to hear it with my own ears. You owe me that much for all the years I spent down there.
An apology after you slaughtered our cattle.
Quiet, Vladimir. Sir Taras is right. He deserves our apology. Sir Taras, on behalf of the entire village, we ask for your forgiveness and thank you for the sacrifice you made for us. Your services are no longer needed. I'll have the mine filled in, and you'll receive all that you require. A horse, food, and supplies for the road.
So, I'm finally free. I've fulfilled my oath and cleansed my soul before the eyes of God.
It's true, Sir Taras. Your sins have been washed away by your service.
Oh, thank you!
And as for you, Henry, you did even more than I asked. You've earned your reward 10 times over. Take this and go with our thanks.
And my thanks too. Bye.
My pleasure, friends. I don't think anyone's ever going to believe this story. Ka! 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 Quick! Quick! Ka! Ka! Quick! Ka! Ka! Come on! Go! Go! Ka! Go! Go!
You silly.
Hey, you!
Yes?
How about stretching those limbs and getting some light exercise? Ah. Whoa! If it isn't Henry!
How are you, Hornet?
I'm fine. Just a little sore in the thigh.
Oh. Someone beat you up.
As if. I landed a job with a farmer down in the village here. Hired me to hold the sheep so they can be shorn. Easy money. Only thing is, as we were driving the sheep towards the barn, I took my eye off the ram for a moment. Wham! The bastard charged straight at my leg as soon as I turned my back on him. Dumb animal. What about you? How have you been?
I've been flitting here and there.
Huh. Fine. Keep it to yourself then. Want to fight?
Last time we talked, you were headed to a tournament with your new gear. How did that go?
It all went to shit.
You didn't win then?
I didn't even make it there. I got into town to put my name down. But before that, I popped into a tavern for a bite to eat and see if the innkeeper knew of any work in the area. Yes, he says. He sent me to this little arsehole. The job sounded good. He said somebody owed him, didn't want to pay him back, blah, blah, blah. All I had to do was lean on him a bit, scare the shit out of him, and make him repay the debt. The reward was more than decent, so I took it.
There was a catch, wasn't there?
Of course there was. The debtor was this well-dressed fellow. He should have hit me right then, but it didn't. So I lie in wait for him. He comes along, I square up to him, and he starts shrieking.
Oh, that was only to be expected.
He's only a city councillor.
Oh, Christ.
I took off, but the guards caught me anyway. Public apology, compensation for personal injury, confiscation of armor and weapons. I was left with nothing but the shirt on my back. And that little whoreson that hired me vanished. That lousy fucking little piece of shit. So that's how my fame and fortune at the tournament turned out.
That really went downhill rapidly then.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What are we fighting for?
I have a proposition. If you win, you take the money. If I win, you teach me some of your skills.
I once ran into a fellow named Yira. The bastard knew how to swing a cudgel better than anybody. He taught me some moves. Beat me, and I'll teach them to you, too.
That's my wager.
Ha! I can't wait to win. Useless! Oh, shit! What the?
That was a good fight.
Good. Very good. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time. So, Yira and his technique. Well, that was pretty straightforward. Run in and yell a lot. And twirl a cudgel above your head.
And this is what I bet all that money for.
All right. There was one more trick Yira had. He'd always lunge like he was going to hit you from the right, but then he'd stop mid-swing and catch you with his left. A right old punch. That threw everybody, including me. Anyway, and having got the upper hand, he'd crush you hard with that cudgel in his right hand. It's all about diverting attention.
Right. Thanks for telling me.
What are you doing here?
What's that?
What do you want? Eh? What do you want?
That wasn't so hard. Now what?
The customers have been singing your praises recently.
I do the best I can.
I'm glad to hear it.
Well, when I wash their hair, I give them a head and neck massage as well, and I give their backs a proper kneading.
All the girls do that. There must be something else.
And I only wear a light blouse when I'm working. It always seems to get wet when I'm washing them, and then it's like I've got nothing on at all. And then I look all downcast and say I'm going to get into trouble for being all wet.
I knew it would be something like that.
My respects.
What can I do for you?
I need a bath.
Certainly. We're open.
I could use the company of a pretty bath, mate.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
All right, but money up front.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem. Excellent. You won't regret it, sir.
You don't see stamina like that every day. See you next time, warrior. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
They say you're too bashful. I'm not some piece of meat that anyone can grab whenever they want. As long as you're working in my bathhouse, you are a piece of meat. That's what I pay you for, lad. But some of them are disgusting. Money doesn't stink.
Christ! Wounds! Watch out with that horse!
Good doggy. Good boy.
horses, belts, bags, leather straps. Fair prices, fine wares. Innkeeper, a fine...
Excuse me.
Again.
You're all... What can I do for you? I'll have a look at the wares.
What can you do, sir? Halt! Don't move a muscle! I have to search you! Don't I know you from somewhere?
You must have mistaken me for someone else.
No, it's you! How could I forget the man I lost my shirt to at dice in the tavern?
I got lucky that day, that's all.
Well, you see, now it's my lucky day. If you want to pass, pay up.
What?
You heard me. Pay to go through, or you'll end up in the pillory.
Bloody blackmailer. I'll win it back anyway.
Did you say something?
No, nothing at all. Farewell.
I just couldn't get up.
By the weather, do you mean that old ball and chain of yours?
Get the swill from Burgundy.
Willkommen, mein Freund. Ich bin gleich bei dir. Was wünschst du?
What do you have for sale?
I hope you'll find what you're looking for next time.
I'll have a look at the wares. like to do something about that price.
Das könnte vielleicht gehen. Ja, das ist gut. Finally a good price. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft. Mein Herr.
My respects.
My respects. Come on then, show us what you can do. Greetings. Good day to you.
At your service, sir.
Who left the door open?
Righteous people of Kuttenberg, don't waste your precious time. Who goes there?
Greetings to you.
And let the Kuttenberg sword fighting brothers.
Right.
At your service, sir.
Greetings, my friend. You look like a learned man, sir. I assume you're most likely an alchemist, right?
Oh, what times we live in. A man pulls out a book and is immediately the center of interest. This wouldn't have happened during the times of the ancient Romans. But no, my friend, I'm neither an alchemist nor a scholar. Or actually, I am a bit of the latter. I used to be the high scribe here, but that was a long time ago. An entire human life.
And what do you do now? Do you while away the time reading books? That's quite an expensive hobby.
Yes, it certainly is. Fortunately, I have access to several monastery libraries. Nevertheless, I spend my time writing rather than reading.
Here in Kuttenberg?
And why not? Is it forbidden, perchance?
No. I just thought that's what the monasteries are for.
Certainly, but we are living in revolutionary times, and we also need to record things both simple and legal. As I say, let us learn humility and live in the truth of God. But let us not condemn ourselves to foolish ignorance for this reason.
If you were a high scribe, you probably lived your entire life here in Kuttenberg, haven't you?
Oh, not at all. I was fortunate enough to have traveled the world over and to have served several bishops. In fact, I was also a notary for our good Emperor Charles. May God give him eternal glory. I have only recently returned here to the city, for I have an important and very difficult task here.
And what is your task here? I presume it's to write a book about the city.
Actually, that's correct. About this town, about the people who live here, and especially about mining. But I'm not interested in the extraction methods, but rather in the legal framework of the entire matter, if you understand me.
Perhaps.
In short, I'm perceptive to the legal standards, regulations, and laws. I would like to write a book about it all.
Something like a mining legal code?
Yes and no. The legal code as such has long existed. I'm aiming more at its reform. I would like to complete the work entrusted to me by the councillors of the mining city of Yiklava. If I succeed, I will have created an entirely unique codex.
If you succeed? You don't know for sure?
Nothing is ever certain, but I firmly believe I shall. After all, I have God's eye looking over me, and this town surrounding me. It truly helps me to walk through the streets of my youth.
Tell me, what was King Charles like? I've heard he was a powerful and just ruler.
Yes, he was smart enough to surround himself with capable people. You can tell how wise a man is by looking at his friends, my lad. And Emperor Charles of Luxembourg was friends with poets. philosophers, bishops, and even the Pope himself. He sought to maintain the status quo and consolidate the power of the Church as his greatest ally. And that was his biggest mistake.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
That the end justifies the means, and the Church became quite rich thanks to Charles. Monasteries and bishops have acquired huge estates, and the nobility and the burghers are green with envy. Mark my words, this will not end well. There will soon be another war.
It's not like the current one is over.
Believe me, when the Church gets involved, the struggle for the very soul of every man will begin. God be with you. You have a kind master, eh?
My respects.
Hi, good evening.
I'll be right there. What do you want?
May God give you health, sir.
Praise the Lord.
Greetings to you.
Have you got anything to eat?
Is it true you hold fights here?
No bloody way. What we do here has nothing to do with fighting. Teeth fly in all directions. Bones crack. Blood flows. It's a bloodbath.
And people do this voluntarily?
Not only voluntarily, but willingly. There's quite a nice heap of money in it. And there are other things at play.
That sounds like something for me.
As you wish. But if Damian, Zavish or Goliath slice you into schnitzel, don't come crying to me.
You can't scare me. I'm in.
Have it your way. I warned you. First, pay me the entry fee.
Here.
Well, let's see. A fight with Damian is first up for you. If he doesn't get you by force, he will certainly get you by pure stench alone.
Can't wait.
Zavish is up second. When he fights, it's a joy to behold. But there's this one catch. When he's sober, he's not worth a damn. If you want to fight with him, you have to make certain he's got some drinks in him.
And can't you get those drinks into him yourself? You run this place, don't you?
I could, but Zavish has quite a tab here already, so he won't get even a drop on the house anymore. But I won't let him fight if he's sober. Do with that what you may. The last one is Goliath, our champion. Nobody's ever defeated him here.
Maybe I'll be the first.
I know Goliath, and I know what he's capable of. If you value your life, when you go down, stay down. Well, and that's that. We hold the fights in the building next door. The lads will already be waiting for you there. And one more thing. No giving up. You fight as long as you're standing, and if you lose, well, you'll see.
Wonderful. What's new in the city?
Oh, there was this bloke here in fancy clothes. His name was Johann Parler. He said he was looking for a blacksmith who'll take on any job. Why don't you go and see him? I think he said he lived in the inn, in the merchant's quarter. And that's about it.
That doesn't sound bad. Thank you, innkeeper.
Well, another. Once old folks start getting soft in the head, it's bad news.
Exactly. Let me tell...
Why did he start fighting?
I'm a pungy beggar with almost no teeth. What have I got to lose here?
The innkeeper said the fellas often break bones here. Aren't you scared of that?
That's a load of shit. Mole likes to exaggerate. Just because it happened a couple of times doesn't mean it's common. Did he also tell you Goliath beat someone to death here?
No.
Don't worry. It was a long time ago.
Come and fight.
All right, then. But I have another proposal. Mole gets his share from the fees, but only the winner gets the spoils. So, what would you say to a wee bet? So us weaker fighters have a chance?
You know, why not?
Mighty kind of you. Ready?
Kick his teeth out the other side of his face. Kick his teeth out the other side of his face.
Stand yourself. I have more teeth.
I'm not married to beat him. Take him down. Kick his teeth out the other side of his face.
You can't stand up to this. I've got you like a bloody teeth.
I'll crush you!
Bring it on, Colin.
Take it down. Take it down.
I'm not good. Eyes out your ass.
Punch it, face in. Move on, you snail.
I'm not good. Take that!
Aye, of course.
Apparently, the city council is organizing another collection for repairs to the fortification.
Such a wanker and he kicks my arse.
What do you mean, wanker? Getting your ass kicked once wasn't enough?
Just you wait. Zavish will wipe that smirk off your face. Here, take the money and get out of my sight, you prick.
Giving them a single groschen until I see cut stones, lime, scaffolding, and 20 men working their asses off.
Take care, and God be with you.
Could you please explain why you only fight when you're in your cups?
That's easy. When I'm sober, I get easily distracted and find it hard to focus. The booze clears my head, and I can think only about how to rough up the churl in front of me.
Would you like to raise a cup with me?
Do I know you?
Well, no, not yet. But we can fix that. I'm Henry.
Zarvish.
Well, should we drink something?
For all I care. But you're paying. They won't pour me anymore.
Here's something to drink. Enjoy.
I was pretty damn thirsty. Bottoms up!
Now do you feel like fighting?
No, not yet. But we're almost there. Could you find another drop?
I'll be right back.
I was glad to be of help to you.
Would you like something with a bit of a kick?
Me? Always.
Here's something to drink. Enjoy.
I was pretty damn thirsty. Bottoms up!
Now do you feel like fighting?
Absolutely!
Should we fight?
Aye! But what do you say to a bet first? So we get something out of this?
Good idea. Here you are.
Sacra. I can't seem to count it. Well, I trust you. If worse comes to worse, I'll lose on it. Let's fight! Ah!
Rip his guts out!
Get up moving, you lazy bum! Bad luck!
Take his teeth out his
I'll crush you!
What the shit is that?
Rip his guts out!
You pull that up. What? 2 on 1? What kind of shit is that? Fucking hell!
Rip his guts out!
Take him down!
Punch his face in!
You call that a punch?
Get a move on it, snail!
Face in! My grandma can beat him in a
We want to see some blood! Rip his guts out! Take him down!
Hurry up. I have to take a piss. 2 on 1?
Good fight.
Good, good. My skull's still spinning from it. Or is that from the drink? Lord knows. You get the whole bet, and don't drink it up right away.
Filthy again. Damn it.
God be with you. What would you like?
Why do they call you Neri, Master?
Actually, that's because of my younger brother. We're dead ringers for each other, you know. So Vashek let his beard grow out so that people could tell us apart.
Aha, I see.
I have to admit it helped, but one day, some drunkard stopped us on the street and started yelling about how the liquor's making him see double.
Well, all right.
But then he took a good look at us and saw that beard. And then he started screaming. It's not the fucking alcohol. There's two of them bastards here. One hairy and one nary. And that was it. Since then, nobody's called me anything else.
Thanks. Now
But my brother didn't escape it either. It didn't take long before they started calling him Vashek Neri, hairy or not. They even started calling our cousin Little Neri. You see what one stupid little nickname can do?
Aye. Truly exhausting. So what's your real name?
Emmanuel, of course, after my grandfather on my father's side.
Huh. Emmanuel?
Aha, such a nice name. But all of you still have to call me by that stupid nickname.
I'd like to enter the shooting contest.
A newcomer? I'm always glad to see that. This is a popinjay shooting tournament, though. Do you know what that is? I set up straw birds all around here, and you try to shoot down as many as you can.
We used to do something a bit like that back in our village. Although we'd shoot at chickens with a slingshot. Got into all sorts of trouble.
There you go, then. You'll find this even easier. Straw birds can't run away. So what will it be? Bow or crossbow?
Let's try the bow.
But you have to have one first. Look, I'll provide the arrows. I'll stick the birds on the range, but lend you a bow? That's asking a bit much. No shooting for you until you found yourself a bow. It was good to... See you, my friend.
I'd like to enter the shooting contest.
So what will it be? Bow or crossbow?
Longbow.
Right. Now I just have to find you an opponent. Do you want me to look around for beginners or more advanced archers? I might even find a few master sharp archers around here for you. Of course, you'd have to stump up more money than against the usual bunglers, but the prize would be bigger.
Let's not overdo it. Find me some beginners.
Right, but these fellows ain't gonna compete for nothing. Do you have the coin to stake?
Wait, let me see how much I have on me. Here it is. All right, let's shoot.
Now you're talking. I'll fetch the lads. You get ready and wait for the signal. Take care, sir. Let 'em fly!
I can't even piss straight today.
Still no luck.
Who shot me? How am I supposed to aim like that? Well, hopefully that bird ain't headed in place. Oh shit, I hope it didn't hit anybody. I won!
My humble respects.
I'd like to enter the shooting contest.
Back again? Don't know when to call it a day, do you? You've come to win back the coin you lost here last time? I hope you've been practicing for your sake. So what will it be? Bow or crossbow?
Let's try the bow.
Right. Now I just have to find you an opponent. Do you want me to look around for beginners or more advanced archers? I might even find a few master sharp archers around here for you.
I reckon I could take on a couple of your crack archers.
Right, but these fellows ain't gonna compete for nothing. Do you have the coin to stake?
Wait, let me see how much I have on me. Ah, here it is. All right, let's shoot.
Now you're talking. I'll... Yes, sir. And we're off.
She won't be laying any more eggs. How come it didn't fall? I hit it. I'm not hitting a thing. Oh shit! I hope I didn't hit anybody. Well, fuck me if that bird ain't tethered in place. Still no luck. Fuck.
Good shot. There's no way I'd let you anywhere near my chickens. Here's the coin you've won.
Thank you. What do you have for sale?
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time.
I'd like to...
Back it, but if you... So what?
Better...
Right, you want me...
No.
Right.
Wait,
Now... Care, sir. And loose! Down you go. That was just a practice shot. It doesn't count.
Still no luck.
I can't even piss straight today.
Still no luck.
What a shitty day. It's too windy.
Nice work, fella. Looks like you've done a lot of...
Thank you.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
can't swim. It's no wonder it turned out bad with such dried up herbs. Not good at all. That'll be those old herbs.
Right.
I'm here to...
Well, it's about time. Put it somewhere inside.
There must be some mistake. I'm not delivering anything.
What do you want, then?
The innkeeper sent me. He said you're looking to hire someone.
He's not wrong. I was afraid nobody would turn up. Who might you be?
Henry of Scallis.
I'm Betty. I run the place.
I'm guessing business isn't great.
Everyone has to start somewhere. Once I've got the place in good nick and up and running, it'll be the best establishment in the city. I need you to bring some things from Grund. And while you're there, find my wagoner Matsek and bring him back as well. He went there before you and he hasn't come back yet.
What do you want me to bring back?
You know, a bit of this and a bit of that.
You're not telling me much.
Curiosity killed the cat.
And what if I told you to forget it?
You wanted a job, didn't you? I promise you won't regret it and you'll enjoy the journey.
Well, I need to know, otherwise I'm not going anywhere.
You're a bit strict, eh? But what choice do I have? There's some girls who are going to work for me waiting in Grund. And your job is to go and collect them and bring them here. Satisfied?
Absolutely. Who's Matsek?
The wagoner I hired for the job before you. He still hasn't come back. I reckon he's gone to ground in Grund, so to speak.
Why do you think he's gone to ground?
Matsek's a bit odd, superstitious. He once didn't set foot outdoors for 2 days because there was a black cat outside on the porch. When you meet him, you can ask him about it yourself.
Are you sure he'll be in Grund?
He's bound to be sitting in a tavern, boozing and keeping his head down. He used to steal for a living. So now he sees a catchpole round every corner, and he's afraid of his own shadow.
What's in it for me?
A decent bit of coin.
It's a deal. I'll go to Grund for the wagon and its driver.
In the meantime, I'll try and get this place cleaned up a bit. Take care now.
She's Ireland. Henry, you are fair. Really?
How many times has that happened?
It's a good thing Mutt isn't here.
And they ate them women, then you can talk.
Well, he's come back. I'm the best.
It looks like Mole is pretty certain you're gonna win. Is it true no one's ever defeated you?
Oh, I reckon it's really true.
But it wasn't for lack of them trying, you know.
Where'd you learn to fight like that?
My father gave me thrashings when I was little. He only stopped when I broke both his hands. Ever since then, no one's defeated me.
Shall we fight?
No problem. So, come and bet. You can't take any groceries to the grave anyway.
Well, why not? Here you go.
Now, say goodbye to your life.
Do you want to see some blood? Get
Come on then. Come closer. Very scared.
Get a move on! Kick his teeth!
I don't think so.
Blessings.
You lousy bastard! I've been crushing men's bones for so long, and then this squirt comes along and... fuck me!
It could have gone either way, though.
You better believe it. If you just dropped your guard for a moment, you'd be picking your teeth up from that shit on the ground.
Well, luckily that didn't happen.
You should tell Mole about it. His head's gonna explode when he hears you beat me. Maybe I'll inherit this place then.
May God give you health, sir. What do you need, sir?
I won all the fights.
No fucking way! Goliath isn't the undefeated champion anymore! Who'd have reckoned?
Couldn't last forever.
Anyway, the reward is yours. Here you go. One for Damian, another for Zavish, the third for Goliath, and a fourth one, just for surviving.
Thanks.
They have similar, but much more boring, entertainment in Horshan. Young Brutans runs things there. Tomlin. And I heard blokes from Prague and Miskovitz were recently in a brawl. I don't know who won, but it must have been a pretty dance.
Thanks for the advice.
Anyway, you beat the best here. That's not going to discourage them, so feel free to come back sometime. If nothing else, people like to gawp at it. When their throat dries out from all that kibitzing, then business is booming.
Careful. Wake up.
Ugh. Holy fuck, that hurts.
This should stop it.
At your service, sir. A tankard of ale, thanks.
Nice and slow. Go! 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 Ka! 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 Easy, good horse. God be with you, brother. Are you taking care of this chapel?
Mortitius is my name, good friend. Though all that is shall one day end. Fame and fortune are but clay. Ad honore domine.
Ah, I see. I think.
Though my eyes are old and dim, and I live apart from the world of men, I serve a cause that's good and sound, and companions have I underground.
But slow down. I can't keep up. So, you are the blind keeper of the ossuary?
You speak the truth. And now I ask, if you would help me with one task, will you help me take care of those who sleep below in eternal repose?
You need my help with something?
Christian bones in the church lie scattered. Bringing order to them is a very grave matter. If the prior should see the disarray, he'll send me packing this very day. Then what shall I do, sightless and old? Left alone in this world dark and cold, roaming the earth with a beggar's cane? Help me, dear brother, in God's holy name.
Wait a moment. So there are bones strewn about the chapel, and you want them tidied up?
Aye. 'Tis a job that some might find morbid, but fear not, good fellow. You'll be well rewarded.
Wait, am I supposed to touch the dead? No decent Christian should do that.
Fear not, it is no desecration. God shall bless this congregation. They shall find eternal slumber, all arranged in divine order.
All right then. What am I supposed to do, exactly?
Arrange the bones in pyramids. Make them nicely stacked. Build one out of pristine skulls. The second out of cracked. The third then build from arms and legs. And here there's quite a lot. But bear in mind the commandment, thou shalt not, thou shalt curses. None of the commandments rhymes with that.
Steal from others thou shalt not?
A pretty rhyme, I must admit, although you're jesting just a bit. Enough discourse now. It grows late. The task before you cannot wait.
All right, so if I understand correctly, I'm supposed to put the bones in 3 piles. Pristine skulls in the first one, The cracked one's in the second, and the third pile I built from the limbs.
As you say, so must it be. And you shall have a reward from me. To find the bones you'll be needing, though, there are 3 places you must go. But don't forget what lies beneath, and descend to the hidden space. Many bones lie there in darkness, waiting for their rightful place.
I see. So I should gather the bones in the chapel and the crypt underneath, and make 3 pyramids out of them.
And should any bones remain, such as ribs and spines, sweep them up together into orderly confines.
What? I should sweep up the remaining bones too? I better go before you think of more chores.
God be with you. What makes a hole? Grave for the dead. What makes a grave?
Dust you are, to dust you shall return. And then I'll sweep you into a corner. Doing God's work sure ain't easy. Oh, damn. My back hurts so much. Might I find a new one here? Isn't it getting crowded in there? Trapdoor. Seems it leads down into the bowels of the earth.
Are you intact, my dear brother?
I nearly broke every bone in my body.
Ha ha ha! There's no better place to leave your bones, and that's a fact. But they'll serve you much better inside you and intact. The place you're in is black as night. I'll throw you a torch. Let there be light. Look for bones along your way, after all. In the end, you'll have some benefit from your fall.
What's this? This corpse must have been lying here for several decades, but it looks like he died yesterday. God, our Heavenly Father, have mercy. This looks like the crypt for the monks. Wonder how long they've been lying here. need a spade for this. First pyramid is done. Impressive, even if I say so myself. Phantom Ray. If I hadn't built it myself, it'd give me a scare. Just one more. 3 beautiful piles. I'm proud of myself. The old monk will be delighted. Where did that blind madman get to? He was sitting here the whole time, and now he's just vanished. I should ask if anyone saw him. I'm looking for the keeper of the local chapel. His name's Morticius, a wispy fellow. Speaks in verse. I did some work for him, but he disappeared just as he was about to pay me.
Youngster, you ought to sleep more and drink less. Otherwise, you'll come to a bad end.
What do you mean by that?
Morticius was the keeper of the ossuary, all right. Only he died before you was even born.
What? Morticius is dead?
As sure as there's a God in heaven.
But I spoke to him. He wouldn't stop babbling in verse.
For Christ's sake, old Morticius couldn't even read, let alone compose verses. Are you sure you weren't imagining it?
Very sure. I have to find him. He owes me for the work I did.
Go back to the ossuary, then. You'll find him lying in the crypt alongside the other dead monks. Wait, what did this fellow want from you, anyway?
I had to tidy up all the bones in the chapel and arrange them into pyramids.
What? You fooled around in my chapel? May the Lord protect you if you've done any ungodly business in there. Come now, show me. What in God's name? You did all this by yourself?
Well, yes.
Well, friend, you're quite the worker. What a mess this place was. I'll keep it like this. People from all over the land will come here just to see this.
No, that's nice and all. But I don't suppose you'll pay me for it, will you?
You suppose correctly. A job well done should be a reward enough for you.
Mass grave of the guests from the Kuttenberg feast I read about. Didn't the book say they buried them with all their valuables? could lay down for a bit.
I'm in no mood for nonsense, so no messing about, got it? What a stench!
Hope it's not me.
You silly dog.
I really need to sleep. I could use a nap.
Is rotten. Hear what Master Yang Hoof the Craw. I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen and experienced.
How are your knees? Feeling better?
Oh yes, that one.
Good day. What would you like?
I need a bath.
Certainly. We're open.
I could use the company of a pretty bath maid.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
As you wish. You have the coin, don't you?
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem.
No, only because it's you.
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal. Excellent. I'm sure you'll be very satisfied. Don't be afraid to tell me what you want next time. There's no need to be embarrassed. Anyway, now to have a bath.
Careful.
Did you get the point?
Don't even ask.